What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something different. Today I have a new camera, I have a new setup, everything's completely new. I have a new microphone, so I'm hoping everything sounds good, everything looks good. I'm hoping everything looks decent. And if it doesn't, please don't blame me. I'm just trying to figure things out. How are you guys today? Believe it or not, I'm sick again. That's the problem when you work in an environment with so many people. You can get sick so easily. Like, if someone in my department gets sick, I already know down the line I'm gonna get sick because we spend so much time together in an enclosed environment. Like, oh, you got sick? Okay, it's only a matter of maybe 2 days before I get sick next. So I already knew this was coming. I got sick for about 4 days. So my throat again is not great. My lungs again are not great. This is like back-to-back sicknesses. I think I've been sick maybe 6 times in the past 6 or 7 months. It's ridiculous, but that's, you know, where I work. It's obvious that's gonna happen a lot. It's unfortunate, but it's pretty obvious. Today we're gonna talk about a fragrance that was actually requested by one of my viewers. Today we're gonna talk about Club de Nuit Lionheart by Armaf. Look at that. This is the bottle right here. It's like a lion in the front, metal, classic Club de Nuit type. The bottle itself has these little little markings. And then the top has this like snake-like texture on the top, which is a little strange. I'm a snake! Because it has nothing to do with lions, because it's called Lionheart, but it has literally nothing to do with lions. But, you know, it is the aesthetic of this bottle. It's kind of like screaming manly right now. Club de Nuit Lionheart is competing with the Kingdom, and it's competing with Rayhaan Elixir because they're all basically dupes, or supposed to be dupes, of Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. Last time I did a comparison between Rayhaan Elixir and the Kingdom, and I didn't have Le Male Elixir to compare it to, but now I actually have a decant of it. So, since this is falling into the same dupe space, I decided to, let's do a dupe down. Let's do a dupe dynasty right here, right now, and compare this one to these other beauties right here, to Rayhaan Elixir and to the Kingdom, and see which one, first of all, comes on top, and second of all, which one is the closest to my decant of Le Male Elixir.
Round 1, fight!
First of all, let's do a quick review of this. This was released in 2025 by Armaf. The description on the website says, Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart is a long-lasting fragrance with an energizing fresh opening, followed by a smooth, warm sweetness. Its bold, smoky finish offers a cozy, deep scent with exceptional longevity and a mass appeal, perfect for those seeking a high-quality, captivating fragrance. That's what the description online says. Let's take a sniff of this. Boom, boom, boom. I missed. There you go. I'm actually wearing it today, so I got it all over me and it's completely fine. Off the top, you get hit with a lot of mint, you get hit with a lot of lavender, and you get hit with a lot of vanilla. And what I like about it a lot compared to others that I've tried in the past is that there's not a lot of discordant notes. It's very mellow, it's very well mixed, it's very well blended. This scent is actually pretty chill when you actually try it on, and I really enjoy the scent profile. On the dry down though, it's very, very different. I'm gonna go quickly and spray the other two dupes, and then I'm gonna spray the original, and then I'm gonna talk about Club de Nuit Lionheart, and then I'm gonna give you a roundup of all of them and tell you more or less which one's closest. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Kingdom next, which is right here. Boop, 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 good. The Kingdom, off the top, it still has that sharpness. It still has that very strong, sharp scent that, to me, was very aggressive when I first got it. And it still hasn't gone away. This is a very aggressive scent, and it always tickles my nose. Like, every time I smell this, it always makes me want to sneeze. It's a good scent. It's good scent. It's just, to me, it's a lot more aggressive than Lionheart, and it's a lot more aggressive than Rayhaan Elixir, especially off the top. The next one is Rayhaan. I'm writing down the name so I don't lose track of the papers. So Rayhaan Elixir. Let's do this. Okay. Rayhaan Elixir, to me, it's a lot sweeter. It skews a lot younger than the other two, than the Kingdom and Lionheart. And I think it's a little bit better blended than the Kingdom, to me, in my opinion. But I think that youth comes out a lot. I think it's a little bit more immature in its scent profile. But I really like it. I really like the sweetness element of this one. But I think what I said holds true in the original review, which is basically that it's a very, very sweet scent. So it skews a little bit immature. It skews a little bit less refined than the Kingdom. And finally, we're going to look at Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. Okay. Interesting. Off the top, I think this is actually closest to the Kingdom. It's a lot sharper than Rayhaan Elixir. And it doesn't have the very strong minty note and lavender note that Lionheart has. I think it comes off more, to me, the Kingdom seems like citrusy. It seems more, even though I don't think it has a lot of citrus in it. I don't think it has any citrus in it. Or maybe, I don't know if it does, but it comes off sharper. It comes off more aggressive. It comes out like an immediate strong note. It's almost like it's attacking you. And it made my nose tickle, just like the Kingdom does. So it's actually very, very close to the Kingdom, which is surprising. So out of the three, the closest one on initial spray would be the Kingdom. And then we're gonna take a look at it in a bit to see if that holds true once they mellow out a little bit. So now let's continue talking about Lionheart and let's go to notes. So the notes for Lionheart are, the top notes are mint and lavender. The middle notes are benzoin and vanilla. And then the base notes are tobacco, honey, and tonka bean. And yeah, that's 100%. You can pretty much pick out, and this is something I really love about scents, when you can actually pick out a lot of those notes and you can pull them out of the scent itself. And yeah, 100%, I can pick out almost everything here except benzoin. Benzoin, it's still what I would call a mysterious scent to me. I can't immediately like picture benzoin or imagine benzoin as a scent yet. But in terms of everything else, tobacco, definitely, tonka bean, definitely, mint, lavender, definitely, and vanilla, 100%. All of those I can pick them out of the scent like a tweezer. And it's 100%, yeah, there. So this fragrance has those notes in abundance. In terms of Fragrantica rating, this has a 4.62 out of 5 with 85 votes, so it's not really super popular yet, but the people who have tried it really, really like it. In terms of positives, people have been saying that it's exceptional performance with a lot of longevity and a lot of projection, that it has an excellent value compared to Le Male Elixir, and that it successfully like imitates the original perfume, the sweetness with that warm undertone. And I gotta say, in terms of the projection and longevity, that's 100% true. This thing projects really well and this thing lasts all day. In terms of the value, this cost about maybe 35 bucks and it keeps going down in price. I think this is gonna end up being like the other Club de Nuit scents, where it's gonna end up going down to maybe $25 to $30 scent, but it's definitely worth that price, maybe more. I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna talk to you guys about online reviews and kind of read to you some reviews that I found interesting or funny. Colossal Scent said, "This is 10 times better than Lattafa Kingdom. A lot stronger, more refined, and definitely closer to Le Male Elixir. Opening is way fresher in comparison to the original, but in the dry down, they are almost spot on to my nose. The Kingdom is an okay clone in my opinion. It misses the richness of the original and smells dull in comparison. It also is not that strong. In the dry down, feels like a mixture between Le Male Elixir and Armani Clothed Profumo. I still don't understand the hype around it." Here's my ranking for the Le Male Elixir clones I've tried. Number 1, Armaf Lionheart. Number 2, Fragrance World Urban Man. Number 3, The Kingdom. Number 4, Rayhaan Elixir. Number 5, Zimaya Charisma. Spot on the opening, then it becomes a Le Male Parfum clone. Future Alphas says, after a few weeks of maturing, this stuff is stronger than the OG in both projection and longevity. Also has the same level of quality, but with more of an aromatic, minty freshness that carries in throughout the entire wearing. I feel like it's more versatile and more interesting than Le Male Elixir. They really took this DNA and improved it. I was chomping at the bit to completely bleeping drag this release considering how much I love the OG, but this is probably the single best clone inspiration in my opinion that Armaf has put to date. I don't know what to say beyond that. They killed it. Backup bottle worthy. So those were 2 raving reviews for this scent for Armaf the Kingdom, for Armaf Lionheart. Now, in terms of negative critiques, people have been saying that it can be very overwhelming if you over apply it, if you overspray it, and it would probably be very overwhelming in warm weather. It's slightly less refined and it has kind of like synthetic edges when you spray it originally, and then it's less subtle and less complex when you wear it for a while. I think, honestly, I think saying that something is synthetic is a dog whistle for complaining that it's cheap. I think anytime someone says something is synthetic, it's just that they're saying it's cheap. On Reddit, this user called Emergency Art 7940 said, I haven't heard a lot of buzz about this one, but the reviews I read made me happy to blind buy it. Opening, definitely heavy on the mint with a pretty good hit of lavender. I haven't smelled Jean Paul Gaultier's Elixir, but I don't need to after smelling this. From what I've read, the mint is the main difference between JPG and Lionheart, which may make this more versatile. Mid and dry down transitions into a more aromatic honey vanilla direction, but that mint note seems to stick in dry down. Tobacco in the base gives it a nice punch of spice. Can't speak on performance, but even fresh out of the bottle, it seems to be pushing out strong. My experience with this was actually pretty good. I didn't know it was a Le Male Elixir when I bought it. I just knew there was a lot of hype around it, so I just bought it to try it out. And I was pleasantly surprised. To me, this is not anything like the Kingdom or Rayhaan. They all start pretty much the same with the same mintiness and lavender type thing, but to me in dry down, this turns very, very different. Once this dries down, what ends up playing the major role here is that tobacco. The tobacco kind of like comes off. That tobacco to my nose, that tobacco and that lavender kind of meld together to create this really nice aromatic medley that is much more refined than Rayhaan Elixir, but also much less screechy than the Kingdom. And it almost feels like a thick tobacco, a creamy tobacco, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the smoothness of that tobacco here. It felt very expensive. It felt very luxe. I really like the scent of this. It kind of has like an aura of confidence when you wear it. It's kind of like, it's a sophisticated dude bro scent. I don't know how close it is to the OG. We're going to test it out now once these have dried down a little bit. But honestly, I really enjoyed this scent on dry down. It was a great tobacco scent. So to me, this is more of a tobacco scent than anything else. The other two, Rayhaan Elixir and the Kingdom, these weren't tobacco based, not to me. To me, this was more vanilla based and this was more lavender based. So they seemed very different to me. I dropped the thing. Let's do a final comparison before I go into final notes. So the final comparison. So let's do the comparison between Rayhaan Elixir and Jean Paul Gaultier. So Rayhaan Elixir is, it's sweet. It is, there's lavender there and vanilla. That's pretty much what I'm getting. But I think vanilla plays the major role here. I think this is much sweeter than Jean Paul Gaultier. Jean Paul Gaultier to me smells a lot more minty, a lot more lavendery. To me, this is more aromatic. Jean Paul Gaultier is more aromatic than Rayhaan. Rayhaan feels more like a winter scent. Jean Paul Gaultier feels more like an everyday scent. To me, this would be more around the lines of 70% close to Le Male Elixir. Now, let's do the Kingdom. How close is the Kingdom? So, Even though their scent profiles are pretty close, the mint is a lot stronger on the Kingdom than on Le Male Elixir. This is a lot sharper. This is a lot brighter. This is kind of like this is more aggressive. I feel like Jean Paul Gaultier's, I haven't worn tested it, but I feel like this is gonna fade quickly. This I know for a fact this stays all day. I know for a fact you have to wash this off. So that's my vibe with these two. I think Le Male Elixir, it's pretty close, except that this one's a lot sharper. This one is a lot stronger. This one's more powerful, and this one will take a long time to get off. But this one is definitely closer than Rayhaan. So I think this is like an 85 to 90% close to Le Male Elixir. I would say this is like first place or second place versus that one. And then finally, Lionheart. On dry down, or drier down, because it's not really dry down, they're pretty similar, but to me the tobacco plays a stronger part here. It's more prominent in this one than this one, but it's pretty close. It's just that tobacco kind of comes out a little bit more of that, and it's a little bit stronger in this one, but just by a hair. So I think this was actually even closer to Le Male Elixir than the Kingdom is. So I think this one would be 1. The Kingdom would be 2, and Rayhaan would be 3, in my opinion. This one is more of an everyday scent. The Kingdom is more like a special circumstances or a special event type scent. And then Rayhaan Elixir would be more of like fun, hanging out outside type of scent. In terms of ratings, what do I rate this? What do I give this? What is my general thoughts on this overall? To me, this is a very strong projector, and this is a very strong projector and very strong performance. So in terms of performance, this is a 10. In terms of longevity, this is also a 10. I put it on this morning, and it's still extremely strong on me. It still smells strongly of tobacco and mint and lavender. It's really good. And then finally, in terms of scent, it is also a 10 in my opinion. I think this is my favorite out of the 3, mainly because of that delicious smooth tobacco. I think this is one of my favorite tobacco based scents, even though I know a lot of people don't talk about the tobacco here. To me, it's very tobacco based, and I really like the tobacco base in here. So I think this is a 10-10-10. Armaf did a great job with this scent. It's very beautiful. I like it a lot. So should you buy this? I think so. It's getting cheap. It's really good. I think it's a good everyday wear scent. It's not offensive. It's very well blended. It's very smooth. It's aggressive, but not offensively aggressive like the Kingdom is. To me, the Kingdom can be offensively aggressive. And it's generally pleasant. It's a good scent. Good boy. It's a good boy. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Do you like this scent? Have you tried it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know your thoughts. I really like getting comments from you guys. It really makes my day. It's what makes this YouTube thing worth it. I don't do it for the views. I don't do it for anything else. I just do it to talk to you guys. Remember that scents are subjective. What I like isn't necessarily what you like. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and always remember to smell your best. See ya.